like feeling good, like I should.
You know what I'm going to do? So, got my nails done. We're loving them.
Do blue eyeshadow because that would look cute.
So I'm thinking blue eyeshadow, but then I'm wearing orange heels. Or do I just do like a pinky orange look? But basically, I've got this Makeup Forever HD foundation stick. And I like to use this like on my eyelids. I know it's a bit weird, but it's really good for like a base for your eyeshadow.
I've just put my gel thing that I mentioned in our favourites, the aloe vera one, on my face.
So should we go in with the first question?
Yeah.
What age was your first kiss?
I was in year 9. If you know who you are, you know who you are. It was a boy at school. He was actually my boyfriend, but he was like my first proper boyfriend. And then he broke up with me over text. No hard feelings, but he broke up with me over text. I got him like a teddy from Build-A-Bear for Christmas and everything. I was his best girlfriend. Do you want BBM?
Oh yeah.
From a BBM.
BBM.
And you could set your flash to go a different colour for different people.
Oh yeah.
And like his was blue. So every time it flashed, I'd get really excited. And then it flashed blue and I opened it and he'd broken up with me.
So I'm going to use the James Charles Morphe palette. I think I'm going to go with like an orangey pinky.
Foundation I use is still this one, but it's just not minging like it was in our very first video anymore.
So my first kiss, I'm not going to lie, I was like a little prude in school, let's be honest. We all knew I was. My first kiss was I think year 10 or 11. Mine was quite
like
late.
15, 16.
As much as I joke about being a prude, there is literally no rush. Basically, I took all the names off, which was really stupid because now I don't know what colour. So I used this one like all over as kind of a base. And then I've just gone in with this one here for kind of like just an all over, another kind of base colour, I guess.
I'm using Revolution Concealer, which is my fave, and Liv tried it the other day and she said she loved it as well. It's really good coverage and it like blends out really nicely. Are you naked if you're wearing socks? I feel like technically no, but I would say yes.
Because you wouldn't go out just wearing socks.
I feel like the definition of naked is if you've got like
the bits on
the bits out, do you know what I mean?
But then also like the point is like you're not naked.
You've still got clothes on.
So I've just blended this out. I go quite high up to the brow bone.
So I just got my lashes done today, so I don't know what I'm gonna really go for with eyeshadow because it's quite difficult.
Should I go for this or this? I'm thinking this and then into this.
What about that and then the bright orange in the inner corner?
Don't really like an inner corner pop.
No, I do.
What is your dream job?
Well, obviously, my course that I'm doing is maths education, so I'm going to be a teacher. Do you know, for like when I was younger, I wanted to be a vet, but I wanted to be a dog doctor. I specifically wanted.
So what, you were just going to see dogs?
I specifically.
So you brought in their dying cat, dogs. And you're like,
yeah, I'll be like, no, sorry, I'm a dog doctor.
Now what I'm doing is going with this bright orange here.
I'm just using the powder out of it's just a Revolution palette of like loads of different powders. I just used like the yellowy one.
My dream job. I literally don't know what I'm going to go into right now. Like, right now, I couldn't tell you where I'm going to be in 5 years. Growing up, I really wanted to be a lawyer. I did, like, work experience at a law firm and realised, like, it's literally not all it's cracked up to be.
Not for you.
No. So empty.
I know.
I'm
getting a bit sad because it's my Burberry bronzer. Oh, I love Burberry. In number 3, Nude Glow. And it's, like, the tops come off. It's nearly empty, but we're still soldiering on. I think it's funny how like the makeup styles has changed because when we were like growing up and started like getting into makeup seriously, like contour was like the rave, like a cool tone bronzer. Like I used to actually put grey eyeshadow.
You didn't.
In with my bronzer to make it more grey, to make it more of a contour. I'm
gonna go with my brows next. On my brows, I use the Foolproof Brow Powder. I'm in the shade 3.
Hello, Vera.
I can't wait for you to go to Sheffield.
The next question is where do you want to travel to next?
I really, really want to do Barcelona.
Yeah.
Or Bali.
Yes. We're planning on going to Vegas for our 21st, but that's already happening, so watch out for the vlog.
Don't, I'm so excited.
I'd like to go to New York because Kev really, really wants to go to New York.
He's
never
been.
No. So I'd really love.
It is one of those places
I'd really
you
love
have
to
to
take
go.
Kev to New York.
Yeah.
In terms of like a more like a holiday, like I think the Maldives or Bali or somewhere like that.
So I'm just using, it's this Bourjois and this is old, like I probably shouldn't be using this on my face. But it's like a bourgeois. It's called the Healthy Mix like bronze. It's like a liquid bronzer. It's very, very dark, like, for me. But I like to put it under my foundation to add like a bit of colour so I don't look as pale. I'm not actually entirely sure they do this anymore, but I'm sure they will do like an alternative version.
But some
of
people
something.
just use like a dark foundation to like cream contour anyway, don't they? Like
I just don't like that.
A few shades dark.
I really, really don't like full coverage makeup, and I never have. So this doesn't have coverage in it, so it's like.
See, I'm.
Whereas if you
opposite.
use a dark foundation, it just adds more like.
I'm a full coverage. Sorry if the lighting's going to change a little bit here because we're just going to open the curtains. We had them a bit closed to block the sun before, so it's probably gone really bright now, but the sun's going down behind the thing, so it should be normal soon.
So I'm using my go-to Bourjois Healthy Mix. This is in the colour, I believe it's 52 and it's called Vanilla.
I'm using Bobbi Brown blusher in Nectar.
So I do use about 3 pumps of this, so because it is really light coverage.
I use brush for my foundation now.
Really?
I've gone back to using a brush. I use this brush.
Could.
And then a sponge for my concealer.
First thing you're gonna buy when you get YouTube rich, and this is a bit of a joke, so nobody take this seriously. But basically,
it's
from work.
Is that your friend?
Yeah. So basically, at work, I started obviously the YouTube channel, and I went in, and a few people had seen it, and I said like, "Oh yeah, like and subscribe, like make a joke out of it," because it is a bit awkward when you've got people coming up to you at work and being like, "Oh, like so you've got a YouTube channel now," like it's a bit awkward. So I like make a massive joke of it, and I'm like, "Yeah, did you not know I'm famous? Like and subscribe, ha 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 ha." But now it's just become a bit of an on-running joke where people will be like, "Oh, Liv, will you go do the toilet check?" And people are like, "Oh, she can't do that, she's like YouTube famous now, you know." So it's just a bit of a joke. What would I buy if I had like an unlimited amount of money? This is really boring, but I would buy a house. Like I'm so used to my own like space and stuff now that I'm not sure I could go back to living at home, so I'd probably just buy myself a house. You know, sensible, like we're putting money away, we're investing.
I'd buy a yacht.
I love how I'm the sensible version. Liv's like, buy a yacht, don't know what I'm gonna do with it, I'm gonna buy a yacht.
I would buy a yacht. I'd buy something.
Would you live on the yacht?
No, it'd just be for like holidays and we'd go like.
Well, where are you gonna live the
sailing.
rest of the time? You haven't bought a house.
Yeah.
God, that's boring.
No, but like that would be like my biggest. Of course, I'd buy a house, but I feel like that's just like something that everyone would buy if they had money. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like one of my like dream things that I'd want to buy is like a yacht or a private jet.
You. So yeah, those are answers. A jet, a yacht, or a house.
Next question is our favourite uni memory. I'm gonna continue doing our makeup for a little bit and have a little think. I'm just using Doll Beauty highlighter, by the way, which I always use.
So nice. Lib, I tried this when I came over when we filmed the video where
was it
YouTube? No, Instagram followers chose our like day. I use it then, and I literally the week after went out and bought it. I'm now going to be using. I know I said I don't like heavy coverage, but
yeah, what are you doing?
But this is a bit like
we are going
light
out
right now, and we are going.
We
out.
haven't actually said we're going like out.
Yeah.
It's like our last night out with all the girls
Yeah.
before we all go back to uni and whatever. And like Emily's going to Manchester,
Yeah.
I'm going to Sheffield, Fliss going to Birmingham. So it's our last sort of night out together.
So this is NARS. It's the Sheer Glow.
Oh, that one's quite. Well,
It's
in the
Mont
name,
Blanc.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Sheer.
It's Mont Blanc. It's the palest, like one of the palest ones they've got. There's been a lot of funny nights at uni when I've had people from home come out with my uni friends. They've been really, really funny nights.
I can't really pick a specific like night or a specific memory.
Yeah.
Joe Freshers Week. Obviously, throughout like when you meet more people, you go out in bigger groups.
Yeah.
But I really, really loved Freshers Week when it was just the 4 of us from our flat.
Yeah. Okay.
Tom was moaning that I didn't give him a shout out in the last video. Shout out to Tom.
Oh, you Tom.
And shout out to Benji. Can go follow Benji's clothing line.
Is
on Instagram.
that his?
It's proper sick. But yeah, like when we used to go out, just the 4 of us in Freshers
Yeah.
Week, like our first night out, it was so nice because we all just bonded and got on so well straight away, and I felt like I'd known them forever.
I think mine would probably have to be, you actually here for this one. There's obviously millions and millions I could list, but this one always sticks out to me as I remember like belly laughing until I like cried.
I'm actually a little bit scared to talk about that.
Basically, we'd all been on a night out. I went down to the flat below me, Alice's flat, because I was hungover and I just needed company. So Lib was at her friend who also goes to the same uni as me. So she turned up because she was just around and like came to say hi. And then Maisie.
Oh my god, I know what you're going.
Maisie came back from a location.
Weren't we?
Yeah.
We were all hungover.
Yeah, like horrendously.
Literally like horrendous. That's why I was still there as well, because
so it was like late afternoon.
Because I couldn't drive home.
Maisie came back from, I think she had been at uni, but she was still drunk. And there was like her parcel she'd ordered from Boohoo had arrived. And basically for some reason, we were all drunk and it was just funny.
Yeah, but there'd been a glitch on Boohoo where everything was like a pound.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone remembers. So she bought like loads, didn't she?
And basically she decided to do like a little haul for us. She tried on every item of clothing but at the same time. So she had these like cargo pants, this floral crop, this like rain
like
jacket.
A bralette. Yeah, it was
just, it doesn't sound funny, but at the time it was hilarious.
When we were all just lying there like absolutely dying.
Maisie started trying on all these clothes and it was just hilarious. And then Catherine, one of the other girls, Catherine basically moved into, like, was coming into the flat and her grandparents were with her. I think you might have left by this point. So Maisie's there in 10 different items of clothing and in what Catherine's, like, little angelic grandparents, and we were like, I'm so sorry. I'm going to use my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I swear by this thing. I'm in the colour N15, I believe. NC15.
I'm just doing my eyebrows. I use the same powder palette that I used for my face, but I just use the darkest brown.
So the next question is, are we going to do any story times? Which is funny because we have actually filmed a story time video.
Yeah.
We are not Trisha. We are not Tanner. We are not story time queens. Like, let's be honest.
We don't have many like funny story times. We did a story time, but we did it with a twist. I don't know if anyone knows the Speech Jammer app. It like makes you sound. You put it in your ears and it makes you like
sound funny
because it repeats your voice back to you like 2 seconds later. So then you think. It just makes you speak funny.
Weird, yeah.
So we did a story time with that. It is filmed, it is edited, but
we don't know whether we're gonna.
We're saving it sort of as a video if we don't have time to film 1 week.
I don't think we're in love with it.
No,
it's not something that we're gonna put out just yet. But we have filmed one. So I'm just bronzing. I'm using the Too Faced Chocolate bronzer, and it is literally so good. Like,
oh, so nice.
I've had this.
It smells like Cadbury's hot chocolate powder.
It's so good. It is good for pale people because
it is very
that is a light bronzer.
Yeah.
So it is really good.
Do you know what other one looks really good for like a light bronzer? Is that Hula Light?
I don't like Hula.
Next question is, how many kids do you want?
So for me, straight off the bat, I'd always say 4. But obviously that's so dependent on financial situation because...
And it's also a lot. It depends on your job as well.
Yeah, like it's very dependent. Like that is what my dream is. I'll be able to have enough money and like, you know, be working and be able to have 4 kids. So I'd say I'd probably like realistically 2.
I would say that I'd probably want like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Maybe like 2, and then when they're a little bit older.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to have like 2 under 2.
I love the idea of having like a big family though.
Yeah.
Like
definitely.
I think 4 probably like would be my perfect situation, but it's not practical really. So we'll see.
No. So sorry, you've probably not just seen anything that I've just done because we were having a conversation.
Having a chat that we don't want to have on camera.
But I'm using my baby, my Jeffree Star Blood Sugar palette.
I literally love it.
I've just used this bright red one in the corner, which is called. I mean, it's a bit of a rude word, but it's just the name of the shade.
What's it called?
It's called Prick.
Is what it is. Jeffree Star doesn't care.
And it's got like a little needle on it, so it's like a needle prick. It looks really, really bright red and scary in there, but it blends out to quite a nice
it's quite
colour.
a pinky, like. So I'm just going a bit in because I want it to be a tiny bit darker. Because again, we're going out, it's a bit different. So I'm going in with Lib's
but also the thing is,
here.
When you go out, pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
If you don't have a nice dark contour and you can't really see it.
Yeah. So
I think they only do 2 shades, you know.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. So we were talking earlier about Lib's Doll Beauty highlighter, and I obviously went and got this one, but mine is in the shade Like a Diamond. They're the 2 next to each other. Obviously this one is far more like champagne-y bronze.
That's the thing. I feel like if you used this one on your skin, if you hadn't got the colour on, you couldn't see the colour underneath it. Yeah. Whereas with me, because obviously I'm already got more of a tan, it's all right. So I think that one's really nice for
this Taylor. You do not need a lot though.
No.
Like, I've dipped my brush in.
I put a lot on, to be fair.
The next question is crunchy or smooth peanut butter. I'm smooth all the way. Don't like crunchy.
I don't need peanut butter. I hate it. But I feel like if I was going to have one, I'd probably have smooth.
That was only a short question, so I'll go in with another one. So, what made you choose your degree?
I originally chose maths, and now I've changed to education with maths, so it's essentially the same thing.
It is similar, yeah.
But I just always really liked maths, and I feel like a lot of people, like at school, I was never that person that was good at essay-based subjects, but I was rubbish at like history, geography. I wasn't rubbish, but I did really have to try. I really struggled. I feel like you're either like humanities, English, that sort of thing, or maths and science, and I'm very much so maths and science.
I'm kind of bringing down this initial orangey colour just down here to kind of bring it all together.
Oh, yeah, and I'm using like it's called blood sugar, and it's like a really sort of, what would you say that is? Like a dark red shimmer.
Yeah,
but it's more of like a satin. It's not really got too much shimmer.
It's not glittery. What made me choose my degree? I do feel like mainly a lot of people ask me about my degree. It is very like when people say, oh, what are you doing? And I tell them, they're a bit like, so obviously I do American and Canadian studies. We have done a whole video on this. Basically, I think I'm the complete opposite in the sense that like at school, math, science, there was an answer and I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't do it.
There was an answer and you didn't know it.
I didn't know it, yeah. Came to English and it was like, I know this because I kind of have 10 different answers lined up that I can just give it away. I'm always going to have an answer for something.
That's just like you in everyday life. You've always got an answer.
Always got an answer, me. The decision kind of for me was like history or English or media, like where I wanted to go between the three. I didn't want to do a straight history degree because like old world history does not interest me in the slightest. I didn't want to do a straight literature degree because I'm quite particular about what I like and I love American literature. A lot of the English stuff like Shakespeare and stuff, I can appreciate how crazy it is and how like smart this guy is, but it doesn't interest me. American and Canadian studies for me like was all of those things in one. I'm kind of feeling my eyes.
I am as well. I've just put the one next to the one I used before, which is called Cherry Soda. It's a little bit darker. Put a little tiny bit of that in like the crease of my eye just to make it look a tiny bit darker, and then I'm mixing these two together to put under my eye.
Do it, do it, do it now, right now. Beep, 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 my neck, my back, beep, 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 beep. Thank you. We're back.
So we're back. I just had to go in. I don't have any eyeliner, but my mum's only got liquid liner, so we're going to have to take this with a very steady hand because I want to put it in my waterline. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to put my mirror really close to my face so you're not going to be able to see me for a minute because I don't want to poke my eye out. So the next question is, if you could film with a celebrity, who would it be?
James Corden. I'd love. James Corden is hilarious, like he'd be so funny. And also, this one's not, a lot of people might not know these people, but Jason and Elle, like I find them hilarious and I'd love to meet them in real life and like know, because I feel like we're quite similar, like we get along. James Corden, because he, like I want to be on his carpool karaoke. So I'm gonna do my mascara now. I'm going in with another Too Faced product actually, the Better Than Sex mascara. It's just this kind of wand.
I'm not sure what celebrity I'd want to film with. Jeffree Star.
Oh yeah.
I would love to film with Jeffree Star because I don't know, I feel like a lot of people just want to film with him to exploit his fame, but like one incredible bonus of filming with Jeffree Star
literally
would be that you'd get some fame from it. But equally, I just think he's so funny, like, and he's so like rude and like crude in his videos, like this thing, not as in rude as in horrible, as in rude as in
like
things that he says,
jokes and innuendos,
and it's just so funny. And I just want to see his dogs.
I want Shane Dawson to do a documentary on me. That was actually the final question. We did have a little camera cut out like we do every single video. Let's be honest.
Literally every video. This time it was your storage is full. Yeah, so all I've got to do now is my lips.
Yeah, can you get me one? I was just thinking the same thing. I'll get you a whole pack up. Oh, bloody hell, yeah. We don't choose the same wipe. Hi, June.
I am, as always, using, which is running very low and I'm a little bit sad about, as always, using Jeffree Star lip gloss.
And I am using the Fenty.
These were in our favourites.
These were in our video. This one is
Gloss
Fenty
Bomb.
Glow.
Oh.
No, Gloss Bomb is the like name of it. Can I take your powder brush out if I load it with powder? Perfect.
So Liv does this right. For a night out, she just covers the brush in powder and then takes it out.
Yeah.
But I didn't get that. Surely it just comes off.
No, it works because do you know how thick the powder gets in there? Like, look, watch. Do you see like stuff coming off? Like,
we're gonna go do our hair and get dressed,
I think.
off camera, obviously. And then I think the plan is that we'll come back to you when we're ready, obviously.
Okay, so we will be right back. So this is my outfit. This is a colour I showed you in the summer haul from New Look. Obviously, it's full length. We show the back. Cute. And then my shoes, just here. They. But my shoes are from New Look also. But they are about 3 years old, so probably not going to find them more. Earrings, they're from Primark, courtesy of Liam. We kind of wanted the whole orange to be a bit of a theme, kind of probably a bit orange and orange. And then my hair clips, they are also from New Look. They give me very like Blair Waldorf vibes, just make me feel like a bougie kind of gal, you know? So that's my outfit quickly.
Okay, so pretty simple for me, just misguided faux leather dress. It's a midi. It's pretty nice. It's a bit restrictive. I can't really walk. But yeah, I feel like it sits in all the right places. Shoes are my mum's. I wear these all the time. I'm not sure where they're from, but inside they say Faith. I don't know if that's the brand or whether that's a brand within a shop or whatever. Yeah, and the standard Tiffany necklace and my microphone bracelet, which I don't take off. Yeah, that's me.